welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show, man. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, man. Here today bringing you another edition of my starting five on Draftkings and Fanduel, alright? Man, we got a monstrous 12 gamer today, man. A lot of great options, a lot of ways you can go on this slate, man. My advice right now, early on, man, is what you probably want to cut the slate down. What I mean by that, just identify a couple of games to stay away from, man, to make the slate smaller and more palatable for you, man. Especially if you're doing 20 max like we do over here, man. So you just want to identify games that you're okay, that you don't think really gonna hurt you. What I mean by that is, like, let me give you an example. A game like that for me tonight is the Bucks and the Raptors, man. Like, I probably just avoid that game completely, outside of maybe a share or two of Giannis, depending on how ownership looks. But I'm going to avoid that game for the most part just because everybody's appropriately priced. It's the same cast of characters. You know what you're going to get over there with Laurie and Van Vliet. You're getting high 30s, low 40s, man. I don't see anybody really breaking out in that particular matchup and putting you on top of leaderboards. So that's an example of like a game I'm gonna stay away from today, man. And you just want to kind of go through that and do that for like 3 or 4 games and kind of bring the slate down to like a 7 or 8 game for you. Like I said, that's going to make it a little easier. I ain't going to say easier, but make it help you build stronger lineups, because if you're just doing 20 max, man, like I said, and you're trying to get all the plays you like across 12 games, you're going to spread yourself too thin, man. I just want you to concentrate and lock on in. I like to try to cut it down to about 7 or 8 games is what I'm going to try to do tonight. I got some other games I'm eyeing to stay away from tonight. So that's just how I'm approaching this Big 12 gamer. Hey, and it may help you out, but anyway, let's get to this starting five, man. I got a starting five for y'all on this one, and that I really like, man. And 2 plays that's gonna really show why our motto is chances make champions. Taking a couple chances tonight, all right. But let's get right into it, man. Opening up at point guard, man. The guy I want to start looking at, man, it's Chris Paul, man. We rolled him out last slate when he played without Devin Booker. No Devin Booker again tonight, man. He's going against one of his old teams. You know, Chris Paul has been on a couple, but that's neither here nor there, man. With no Booker, man, his usage goes up. He's the engine for this Suns offense, man. I look for him to give us another great performance in this spot, man. You know what it is, great assist numbers, especially with no Booker, man. And he gave us a solid performance last time out with a lackluster shooting performance. I think he gave us 55, 56 or something last time with no Booker. But he was like 9 or 20 from the field, man. I expect him to improve on that shooting while still giving you the same assist totals, man. I like CP3 tonight, all right? Coming in at shooting guard, man. A guy I want to take a look at today, Eric Bledsoe, man. Like him in this great matchup for him, man. Fast-paced Washington Wizards with lackluster defense, man. He looking like last game out he was trying to be more aggressive. I think he saw one of his higher shot totals so far this season, and hopefully he can keep that going here in this, like I said, this nice matchup against the Wizards. So I'm looking at Eric Bledsoe right here at the shooting guard spot. But also another guy I have my eye on, just to give you another play, which I probably switch to depending on injury news, is Kendrick Nunn, man. I'm just eyeing him right now and waiting on the injury news, because if Tyler Hero and Dragic are out, man, he might be a lock for me in this shooting guard spot. It's not a lot of value. The shooting guard is a tough position tonight, man. The pay up options are appropriately priced in questionable situations and things of that nature. So it'll be interesting to see what people do at shooting guard tonight. But I'm eyeing Bledsoe right now, but I'm also looking at Nunn too, waiting on injury news. All right. Next up at my small forward, man, a guy that's come back looking good, man, looking good off of injury, and that's Jeremy Lamb, man. He could get a spot start tonight if Sabonis is out. He's dealing with a knee injury. He could very well miss today. I think they probably hold him out one more game just to be on the safe side. And if he does hold him out, Jeremy Lamb may get the start in this spot. But I like him regardless of whether Sabonis plays or not, whether he starts or not, man. They've been giving him solid minutes, man. He's a scorer of the basketball off the bench for him, man. Great usage. He gives you solid peripherals, a few assists, a few rebounds, but he's really another score for him too, man. So I like Jeremy Lamb in his matchup against the Hornets at the small forward spot, all right? Now, my next two plays, man, may be a little hard to stomach, man, for some of you all out there. But I like both of these players in both of these spots, man. I'm taking some chances on them tonight. And the first one is my power forward. I'm going to keep rolling them out. Anthony Davis, man. The price is just too cheap. $9,000, man. Look, he hasn't had a big performance for us yet, like a super high ceilings type performance, but we've been rolling him out for the past 4 or 5 games, man. And he's just been very solid, right in the middle in 40s, low 50s. And the price just keeps dropping on him, man. At this $9K, man, I love him in this matchup, man. His performances have been middling due to, LeBron playing well, blowouts, things of that nature. And he just hasn't been shooting well, but we should see a closer matchup in this one against the 76ers as they're getting back to full strength. It's a game I'm really excited to watch tonight, man. I think the 76ers use this as like an early litmus test to see how they're looking. So this should be a much closer game. I'm not worried about any blowouts here. Like I said, nice spot on him. Nice spot. You should be see some Tobias Harris defense tonight. I'm not concerned about that, man. I like Anthony Davis at this power forward spot, especially for this $9K price tag, man. He could go 60 plus tonight, and that's what I'm banking on from him, man. I like AD. As long as his price is around here and keeps dropping, I'm gonna keep rolling them out, man. So get you some Anthony Davis, all right? Now, my center play, man. This may be a hot take or whatever you want to call it, but I'm going to tell you right now who I'm rolling out. And at his price range, I'm gonna say this. In the 9K price range, I think he's the highest scoring 9K price range at center. And the guy I'm going with, the guy I'm talking about, is Clint Capela, man. Hear me out, man. I know that price is not one you expect for Clint Capela. You're probably saying like 9,100. It's Clint Capela, but you got to look at it in a different light, man. It's a different animal over there this season. One, Clint Capela is a textbook pivot. Tonight he's gonna be a textbook pivot if I ever seen one, because I guarantee you he's not gonna draw much ownership at his 9,100 price tag. Everybody's going to probably go to the two centers above him, Vucevic and Embiid. Embiid at 9,400, Vucevic at 9,200. Vucevic in a great matchup, undoubtedly. Embiid is in a little tougher matchup as the Lakers play great defense, and that's what they got Marc Gasol for matchups like this with Embiid. But people are still going to go to him, and especially Vucevic. They'll probably be two of your high-owned centers just because they got great prices on them. I would argue that Capela, in tonight's matchups, just in today's slate, has a higher upside than probably both of them. And here's why. One, like I said, Embiid is going against a tough Lakers front court, a tough Lakers defense. That can impede him just a little bit, slow him down. It's still the NBA. He's still a great player. He can still get what he wants. But I don't want to battle that defense against the Lakers, the league's best defense in the Lakers. All right? Vooch is in a great spot against the Sacramento Kings, pace-up matchup, but he's getting Aaron Gordon back, who's going to cut into his usage. Cole Anthony has been picking it up, which could take away from his scoring, and Vooch upside lies in more on his scoring. So he has to get 28, 30 points. That's when you see the big nights for him. In the case of Clint Capela, man, if you just look at the game log, look at the box score, he's been having big nights mainly due to just rebounds and defense, man. You look at him like last night, he gave you 45 fantasy points, only gave you like 13 real life points. The game before that, 60-some fantasy points, 13 real life points. He's in a great matchup against the Brooklyn Nets. And so he can still give you those monster 15, 16 rebound games, but he has the opportunities for more scoring tonight, all right? What type of game environments breed more scoring? Fast-paced matchups or poor defensive matchups? He's getting both of those in the Brooklyn Nets tonight, man. I like Clint Capela in this spot. I'm going out on a limb and say he's the highest scoring center in the 9K range, all right? Great pivot. Going to see probably super low ownership, man. Like I said, because his guys around him that everybody else want to get to. But he has the best matchup, the highest total on the game. I'm getting me some Clint Capela tonight, all right? That's my starting five for DraftKings, man. Chris Paul, Kendrick Nunn, or Eric Bledsoe, whatever you want to do. Jeremy Lamb, Anthony Davis, and Clint Capela, all right? Now, let's go take a look at Fanduel. But before we do, man, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button for your boy. It's greatly appreciated, man. Turn your notification bell on so you know when the video drops, all right? Now, Fanduel today, man. Not much change at the top. You see it, man. CP3 and Jeremy Lamb for all the reasons previously stated, man. Good matchup, running the engine for Chris Paul. Jeremy Lamb supposed to be a scorer, solid peripherals coming off the bench. Get you some exposure to both of those in your player pools, all right? Small forward, man. I'm going Brandon Ingram, man. Juicy matchup. Great price on him over here on FanDuel, 7,500, man. I like the matchup, up pace matchup. He's been giving some so-so performances, man, lately. I don't know if that's due to guys like Bledsoe and Lonzo being more aggressive, probably taking a few shots away from him. But I look for him to get back into what he does here, man. That scored a rock against this Wizards, man. Against this Wizards team. I like Brandon Ingram at this price. Very interested in this matchup. I'm gonna love to see what the ownership looks like for him. But I like Brandon Ingram tonight. All right, coming in at power forward, man. The point forward, Aaron Gordon, man. Told y'all, like, with him handling the ball some more, man, he's really unlocked his game for fantasy purposes, man. He's really giving solid performances, man, and it's a great up-pace matchup for him. It should have a great defensive matchup. It should be Bagley, a lighter Bagley on him, so he should be able to play with his back to the basket a little more and bag him down a little bit if he decides to and wants to be aggressive and score the ball. Either way, I'm looking for a solid performance for Aaron Gordon tonight. I like him in his matchup, all right? And rounding it out at center, Rudy Gobert, man, going to the big man against a weak Dallas front court here, man. They'll probably we'll see that they may start Porzingis at the center tonight and try to stretch Rudy Gobert away from the basket. That's my only concern right now. If I was the Mavericks, that's what I do. But either way, the Jazz are gonna play Rudy Gobert no matter what, man. And you know what he does. He protects the rim, gets rebounds, man. He's solid floor, solid fantasy producer. I like Rudy Gobert in this matchup against the Mavericks, all right? There you have it, guys. My starting five on FanDuel today. Chris Paul, Jeremy Lamb, Brandon Ingram, Aaron Gordon, and Rudy Gobert, man. This has been the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Goose, man. Y'all know the motto, chances make champions. Hey, y'all green up tonight, man. I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.